Wednesday. Now, not in the show, but a couple of things that I thought were interesting the last couple hours. HRH Collection is selling her house for a secret unknown reason, at least at the time of this recording. Steven Crowder is exposing conservative media companies without naming names. And someone said that guy, George Santos, had a burner account on Twitter with a raccoon as his profile picture. That last one is not verified, but I believe it. I'm Alex Clark, and this is Poplitics. I cover pop culture news of the day, but I'm not woke, so thumbs up and subscribe. Tonight at midnight Eastern on The Spillover, my podcast, which you can find anywhere you get your podcasts, the third episode of our Health and Wellness Month will premiere. The episode is all about weight loss and the psychology of food. Today on this show, though, I'm discussing the conspiracy theory that popular Twitter and Instagram account Carnivore Aurelius is actually a woman pretending to be a man. The French government says Emily in Paris is conservative propaganda. And after some disturbing news about Rick and Morty's creator, I'm here to say adult cartoons are for freaks and creeps only.
You're a smart mother, that's right.
Gosh, I hope this is some internet hoax and not true, because if it's true, this is so weird. The popular trad lifestyle account on Instagram and Twitter called Carnivore Aurelius has been accused of being run by a woman pretending to be a man.
Ay, Dios mío.
Is it just hearsay? Whispers in the dark? Malevolent visions? None of the above. So first of all, if you don't follow Carnivore Aurelius, it's a fantastic account. We've reposted stuff from them countless times on the Poplitics Instagram. They post all these healthy lifestyle tips and promote this traditional lifestyle, specifically around getting back to the basics. But what's awkward is the account says it's a man. Just look at some of these tweets. The masculine urge to walk through the forest with a staff while smoking a pipe. Men just want one thing, and it's to buy a ranch, become a cowboy, and rescue a woman from her soul-sucking 9-to-5 job. Now, here's the weirdest one, given what we know now. Boys want arm candy. Men want someone who isn't on birth control, is loving, graceful, who wants to buy a farm, start homesteading, homeschool the kids, who's obsessed with cows, and is dying to make fresh breast milk ice cream.
Hey, I'm sorry if I made you uncomfy.
Someone pointed out that since Carnivore Aurelius is also a brand, they sell healthy snacks like beef liver and steak crisps, they'd have to be registered publicly with the government. Now, what was discovered will shock you. CarnivoreAurelius.com is registered to a woman named Kalia Taylor. Search her on Instagram and an account named K-Tay pops up for a young woman who's a certified health expert. And she is the woman Carnivore Aurelius describes that he always wants and can't wait to marry. I mean, look at her natural makeup, naturally beautiful, sundresses.
Okay, sure, I look like this right now. But if you send me one text that says something about mimosas or brunch, I could be ready in like 5 minutes.
Is it a crime that this woman could be catfishing 500,000 people on Instagram alone into thinking she's a man looking for his barefoot, seed oil-free, homesteading, sundress-wearing wife? No, of course not. But it's just kind of funny because the more I thought about it, I was like, well, of course. I read the things he posts and I'm like, how on earth does this man just get it? I've never heard a man talk this way. Like, how does he know these things? It's like every conservative, traditional woman's dream man.
Prince Charming.
And then it clicked. She's LARPing as her dream man. Carnivore Aurelius is the type of guy Kalia Taylor hopes she'll marry. And him really being a she doesn't negate the content or the facts that this account shares, because everything that this account shares are great. I agree with them all. I think it's amazing content, but it also makes sense that he's never shown his face, his identity, talked about himself, done a podcast or any other type of interview. A mystery has been solved. Now, I'll still follow the account, but I just see it from a different light now.
Maybe I can. I love being barefoot and pregnant.
The New York Post reported that a French politician slammed the popular Netflix show Emily in Paris, accusing it of promoting conservative values?
Since when? Since always.
Okay, I am obsessed with Emily in Paris. I've watched each season the day it comes out, and there is nothing conservative about it. I mean, it is extremely progressive. Themes of feminism, casual sex, LGBT stuff. I am flabbergasted of this accusation. The New York Post wrote that David Belliard, deputy mayor of Paris, penned a scathing review of the sitcom in the Liberation newspaper on Thursday. His letter said his complaint stemmed from the show depicting what he called a snapshot of an unchangeable Paris, a Disneyland, which is confined to the ultra center, inhabited only by the richest people in a uniform architectural heritage. In short, an Instagram Paris with impeccable colors and ideal views.
What? Paris?
Okay, isn't that every American show about Paris? Who cares? He explains more. This fable is neither desirable nor viable. There is the complete erasure of the constraints of climate deregulation and the rarity of resources. We have to get out of nostalgia for a stereotypical city and invent a new aesthetic, coherence, that is adapted to a changing world. Oh, okay, so the show is conservative simply because it depicts Paris as magical and romantic and beautiful and not burning down with scenes of Greta Thunberg climbing to the top of the Eiffel Tower like King Kong. Got it. David Belliard is cute too. Such a shame he's such a soy. Ironically, maybe he should start following Carnivore Aurelius so he can learn how to be a man. The Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland is a pedophile creep. Multiple girls have come out and exposed the DMs he sent them when they were just teens. This is also coming out at the same time he's being investigated for domestic violence. Anyways, he's been very out in the open with all of it for a long time.
As a race, are we that crazy? Like when we were 100 years ago, it was little 13-year-old girls, if they were built like a woman, they were getting married and having kids. And now we're going to be all precious about it? I keep using the word precious today. That's the word of the week.
Which is a movie about a child molesting.
Precious!
Right?
You're a Down syndrome baby.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, I'm not a pedophile though. I do follow the
law.
I wait till they're 18 if I'm ever so lucky.
Is anyone really surprised that the guy who makes cartoons for adults is a predator? The cartoons for adult people always struck me as weird. Anime too, but especially every show on Adult Swim. That has always given me the ick. None of those people are normal.
I'm Pickle Rick!
I know many of you are huge Carnivore Aurelius fans, and you've even asked me to have him on the spillover, so do you believe we've all been catfished? Or do you still think it's a man running the account? Thumbs up this video and comment to tell me. Also, what do you think about cartoons being made specifically for adults? Subscribe to this channel and The Spillover anywhere you get your podcasts. We are back Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is Poplitics.